wanted to spend a little bit more time looking at some of the thought process and some of the work that we did with adapting our starting point on our goal kicks to avoid being pressed and to give ourselves a better chance of progressing in a controlled manner up the field. So what we'll see here is this was footage from a playoff game where we have a goalkeeper that this is his first game played with us, and we've trained these ideas just once. So understanding that, a limited time with the concept. So what you'll see is, as I let it play, is our left center back will play the ball across our goalkeeper, so now he can walk the ball up or make the choice on his own and have a little bit more freedom to choose the pass. And in this case, he's going to look to play long. The reason why we had the left center back do it is because we wanted to put the ball onto the goalkeeper's strong foot. So if he was in a situation where he had to be pressed or he had to make a quick choice, we wanted him to be as comfortable given the freshness of this concept for the goalkeeper. But what I want you to watch is there are solutions here that would allow us to advance the game in a controlled way. We chose to play long. We had undersized strikers versus big, powerful center backs, and it was a battle that we did not win in that game, and we typically didn't win in most games. So we're going to look a little bit closer at some of the options that we would continue to train, and you'll see in the final clip where some of these ideas come out as our familiarity and comfort in an extra session grows with this idea. So I want to highlight these three players at first. So the highlighted players are our right center back, our central center back, and our holding midfield player. So these three players, I think, are going to be important in how we could beat that first line of pressure. The opposition, we're playing a 4-4-2 diamond. The first thing we look at is what we instruct the goalkeepers with their decision making. So we talk about being and basically just waiting and being patient for someone to jump or to come and press you, because that's going to give you your solution. So the left-sided striker comes to press the ball. And so now he has started to give us our way out, or he's helped create a free player for us to find. So there's two players that we're going to highlight to start. So we have our right center back who now acts as a free player. Our holding mid can be considered that as well, because they're in a pocket of space all alone versus nobody, and they're behind in between. So they're between two defenders and behind a line of pressure. So for us, we're positioned really well to solve this problem. We're really ready to take care of it. So first pass, I think this is my ideal. Given where the pressure's coming from, also given the space that this player has. And to be honest, I'd rather have our holding midfield player on the ball facing forward, solving this problem, than possibly our center backs. And then the other one we're going to look at is use of the third player to find the other free player being our right center back. So, comfort in being able to find that holding midfield player who can change his body profile. He's in a tough spot, but even then, I think he would be able to bounce the ball out wide to our right center back to progress, where we do have space down the right side. So like I said, there are some solutions in that. And then we'll give a clip real quick of why this became a little bit more effective. So this is after 2 training sessions of these concepts in the national quarterfinal against a pretty athletic team that did look to press early on. So, things that I like to see is, the goalkeeper waits, patience. We move the winger out because he was initially worried about the central space. We find that center back who's now free, who then passes on that free player into our right-sided wing back. So, the final pass was a bit of a letdown. We would probably wanted to play the ball just down into that space down line because we'd pulled their left back out, but watch again. So the behavior of the left winger really matters. So their central striker jumps. We move the winger out of that space now. Central striker's a little bit slower getting there. And then, like I said, we advance the free player because their wide player squeezed in to deal with that space, which allowed our right wing back to go forward. So in the end, again, this is a situation where we have a team that, we didn't train, but 2 times a week. Not everyone was in training, but it gave some pretty good ideas of how we look to adapt to some of the strengths of our team and how do we solve the problems presented by the opposition.